Hello, 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 Capricorns. How are you guys doing? Just getting started, so we'll see if anybody comes on, and if not, we'll get going. For those of you that are brand new, welcome, welcome. I am an empath that does intuitive tarot. My name is Patty, and I also do intuitive coaching as well as spiritual coaching and life coaching. You can find that information down below, but we are actually doing the intuitive tarot for September 7th through the 13th. So I hope you find this interesting. Now, a lot of people start watching sometimes and they'll say, oh, this doesn't resonate with me. With intuitive tarot, there's actually so many messages that are coming in, or downloads that are happening, or I call them plot thoughts that are coming in, that a lot of the times I start out with one, but I could be all over with different kinds of personalities and also people. So if you step out so early, you might miss your actual reading. So please hang on, hold your horses, and let's go and do it. For the new people, the oracles that I'm pulling is for new energies for the 7th through the 13th. You'll see that I am live. You can ask questions. You can come in and tell me where you're from. I love interacting with my viewers, and it just makes it all fun for me. I just did a series for empaths, or if you have abilities and you're questioning them or you're fearful of them, you can see that actually down below. But I do those also live. So you're very welcome to come in and share your experiences. If you have abilities or you're an empath and you have questions, I love to do that as well. So let's get started. This is the energies between the 7th and the 13th for Capricorns. Let's see where we're going. I will also tell you that there is a retrograde this month. And it's a powerful one. It is really, really powerful. So we have the Mars Retrograde coming in on the 9th. And the reason why it's so powerful is because it's the closest to the Earth, like most retrogrades. But the big thing about Mars is it's coming in super, super slow. Almost like stop slow kind of thing. But when that happens, what that means is that the energies are extremely strong, extremely powerful, and they come in stronger than anything when a planet is moving slow. If you ever hear of a planet moving slow, pay attention, because that is the energies, and they're very strong. Problem with Mars is that the energies are, well, actually, Mars is considered a warrior planet. So when these come in on the 9th into retrograde, that means that there's warrior planet means that it's more conflicting. There's a little bit more aggression, a little bit more assertiveness. There might be some bickering. There might be some conflict. Mars is a warrior planet, which means conflict. It's ready to go battle kind of thing. But the opposite is Saturn, and Saturn's coming in, opposing it, and saying, hey, you know, slow down, don't worry about it so much. So starting the 9th, you're going to probably see the energies change a lot. People may be not so patient with each other. People may think that their ideas are better than somebody else's. That's for all the signs that's going to be happening. And I apologize. I just had a wrap with some salami in it, and it's making me burp. So I apologize. So it's going to be really mindful for all signs, and especially Capricorns, to not only mind our tongue, but also be aware that we are getting ourselves into a conflict conversation kind of thing. Sort of like politics, you know what I mean? We don't want to talk about politics, because here's the thing. We start doing that on social media after the 9th, or actually from the 9th all the way through November till the 23rd, then we are possibly losing some friends or people that we might really care about, because our opinions are going to be completely opposite. completely opposite. So that's where that energy is coming from to start the month with. So hopefully that will help you keep in your back pocket of really how to respond to people. Step back, give a little compassion, say, you know what, that's your idea, your truth, great. This is my idea, my truth. And then walk away before anything starts up. Yeah. So for the first energy out for Capricorns is flying. We are actually flying. And I might just out of, fun read that card for you because that one doesn't come up too often for Capricorns. Oh boy, did that one flip out, didn't it? Making a choice. Yeah, this is going to be, and I'll go into that too for Capricorns because this is going to be actually a key card. I know flying came out first, but there is something to making a choice this month, and I'll share that with you for Capricorns because that's going to be really, really important for you guys. I'll see if there's anything else as far as energies that want to come out. That was me before we start pulling cards. All right. Is there anything else that needs to come out? All right. So I'm going to read flying because, again, a lot of you don't know or have not had the flying ones. So, and if you're brand new, they can get used to seeing what this is all about. So the Oracle flying, okay. So if you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective, and this is what we were talking about, perspective, becomes available. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with the highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over and that all your hard work is paid off and things you hope for no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. So it is a time of whatever you've been waiting for, flourishing. And so that is one of the keys out. But I'm going to say this is the number one. So in this month of September, you see a light door and you see a dark door, right? And also there's a yin and yang to a lot of things in life. But with this situation with September, with the retrograde, with everything that's coming in, what you want to be focused in on is actually facts versus fiction, or facts versus nonfiction. So you want to focus in on the light. You want to focus in on what is right. You want to focus in on having evidence, because sometimes truth, untruth, and fiction and things like that don't get you to where you're looking for. So probably I'll have some swords come up. They did last one. I was shocked. Virgo, if you want to watch an interesting one, watch Virgo. I think that's the most powerful reading I've had since the beginning of September. And there was something in the center, I'm not going to give it away, that just blew my mind. I was like, oh my gosh. And I can't make some of this stuff. I can't make it up, period. I just can't. So anyway, so we want to be mindful in our choices when you're making choices this week to focus in on two things: fact versus fiction, or you can say truth versus non-truth, but in this case, it's really more look at the facts. So if somebody tells you something, don't really sort of like, oh, really? It's sort of like people when they look on Facebook, they think that's all real. No, you have to look at the sources. Anything can be photoshopped. Anything could change the heading and say something. Anything could, make something look like it's something that it's not. So be really mindful when you're looking at things to be looking at the facts of everything in September through November. Even if you're having to look at politics, or you can't really see the facts because politics are all lies anyway. So that's why I don't pay attention to them much. But the thing is that you want to be able to decipher. And then when you do that, you're going to be making wise choices, wise decisions. You're making them from a spirit base rather than just from a head, because your head gets all kerfuffled. It gets all messed up. So you want to make clear, strong decisions from the spirit, not from the head. Again, you got to protect your spirit. Yeah, balance. We're seeking balance, and it's going to be really challenging to do that in this next week and through September. So I'm not psychic, but I've already made some predictions because I am clairvoyant to a point. So things are going to be hidden, and this is what I'm talking about. You're going to have to look at the facts. If you're talking to somebody and think of it as a math problem, 2 and 2, okay, so she said this, but she's doing this, okay, that equals 4. But for example, she said this, but then she's doing this, that's 2 and 2 is not adding up to 4. So she's being hypocritical, or he's being hypocritical. Wipe that out, because you're looking for facts all the month. Even in your heart and your relationships and in everything, you know, actions speak louder than words. Are the actions meeting up with the words that the person is doing? If the actions aren't meeting up, then I would be really questioning those red flags. Oh my gosh, she's doing it again. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Oh. Yeah, in a relationship, definitely. Okay, here, 3 cards out already. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so temperance is all about balance between spirit and head. You have to really think with your spirit first. So we're looking at temperance first. Then we are looking at something hidden. And then we're looking at a lover's card, which is a relationship card. And if it was the 2 of Cups, I would say maybe it's not an intimate relationship, but this is. So, this is why it's really important. So if somebody's having troubles in their relationship or having troubles in their marriage or something, this is a time to really focus in, like a Virgo. Ooh, focus, really hone in on what truth is and what's factual. And thank you, I appreciate that. So I'm being told to remember not to listen to humans during that process. And that meaning your friends, your people around you, people that, you know, maybe if you speak to somebody who's got old wisdom, like somebody who's elder, you know, not your friends kind of thing, because friends can give you all kinds of crap advice because, one, they haven't lived it, they don't know it, they're too young to know it, have not experienced. Not saying that there aren't some young people that have old wisdom, there are, but you really, if you're going to go to a human, which I never do, I go to divine. I might ask some questions, but I go to divine for my sources. In this instance, really be mindful of who you're listening to. All right, so let's go with that. Making choices and decisions this next month is going to be really, really a challenge for everybody. Yeah. Whew. Okay, so first out was the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is about celebration and unity. Now, there might be something going on with this. And there might be something on with this. So we have celebration and unity. That could happen with this. But on the other side of that card, we actually had the moon. Oh, dear. Don't tell me that. I'm getting messages. So we have the moon. Oh, crap. Why did you have to do that? Okay, so what I'm being told is, and then, let me get these all out first. And then we have the High Priestess. So we have this here. Okay, so we have the Lovers, we have the 3 of Cups, and then we have the High Priestess. Okay, so for those of you that don't know a lot about the 3 of Cups, is all about, it's sort of like a celebration, a unity, a reunion, a gathering, that kind of thing. High Priestess is about intuition, okay? But then just right after that, boom. Something abrupts and comes really quickly and ends really quickly. So when we do that, we wonder what is going on. So the cards that I'm showing me and what I've heard is, if this is a relationship, somebody is playing the field, put it that way. This here looks like, oh boy, I'm really good. Oh wow, I've got 2 of them on the line. I've got 3 of them on the line. I've got, you know, I'm doing really good. I'm really happy about that, and blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like, and maybe you're in the dating, or maybe you're cheating. So I'm not sure who that is for, but the thing is that you think nobody's watching, but somebody is, and it's going to end quickly for somebody. Either you're going to get caught, or somebody's going to catch you, and it's going to be over. So I don't know if this is happening to a person or you're doing it to a person, but there doesn't have to be a choice made here. Well, there is going to for one person if they're going to let them stay and allow it. Again, this is sort of, I'm getting a swinger kind of attitude here. Doesn't have to be a swinger per se, but if you have multiple partners, then it could be a swinger situation. And those are always hidden. Usually nobody wants to talk about being a swinger. Nobody wants to talk about cheating. You know, who knows? But you know what? You can't hide it from the divine. So whoever this is going to end quickly. It is going to be hurtful. I apologize. I feel bad for you, I guess, is why I'm apologizing, because nobody deserves to be cheated on. Nobody needs to be cheated on. Yeah. So, and the person that, okay, so this third person or this extra person has money, and that's why they're going for that person. This third person has, you know, they're pretty confident in who they are. They've got money. They're set up. They're like, oh yeah. So this other person isn't, this person is not confident, is struggling with their self inside. So they're going for, you know, what they can get. Boom. They can get this and they can get this. So that's what they're going for. And it is going to take somebody's strength to walk away from that. Don't allow it. Here, okay, so what you have here is a man boy or a mature girl. So this is what this is. This is not a woman. This is not a man. This is a mature boy or a mature girl. I call them man boys, man girls. Not man girls, but girls. They're playing, always playing games, always playing, haven't grown up yet. And so it affects everybody else around them. Don't get them around me, because when my life balance coaching comes out, they think that they've got me pegged and played. Sorry, you don't come into my coaching sessions and think you'll get away with it. No. Anyway, so we're going to have some strength from somebody here, but there is more than one. And yeah, it's going to come in fast again. It's coming fast. It's soon. So if this hasn't happened already, I would say it's probably going to happen really quick. So we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, what did I say? These are all swords. What did I say about swords? Swords are about facts. Sort of in September, it's about facts, getting the facts. It's about getting to the truth. It's not, you know, time for the darkness to come to light. I'm surprised I haven't seen the Death card or the Devil card come up yet, to be honest. I shouldn't say that, because in the Virgos we have the Four of Cups, and I was like, wow, I'm surprised I haven't seen the Hangman. And I did what I'm doing now, and poof, Hangman flipped out. I was like, what? Really? Okay. So so this is coming in fast. This is coming in hard. Yeah. And again, it's hidden. This is hidden. The moon again. Can't. We've got 2 moons. Oh man, you guys, seriously? When are people going to grow up? Oh my goodness. Because it's, you know, okay, and I tell somebody, I had a coaching session with somebody, and they were a swinger, and it was, of course, it was a guy. And I said, you know, why do you do that? And he goes, well, we all want it. And I'm like, somebody in there does not want it. They will never tell you that they don't want it, or they're not going to get hurt. They don't want to do it. There's reasons why people are swingers. But the thing is, a week later, he came back and he said, how did you know that? And I'm like, because it's just common sense. When you have a threesome or a foursome, somebody doesn't want to do it. They're doing it because their partner either wants them to do it or they want their partner to like them. And it's not. And because he came back and he said, yeah, somebody didn't want to and they've been doing it and they've just been really struggling with it. And I said, yeah. So when you've got 3-4 people and you're playing them all, you know, somebody's just going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt, right? All right. So let's see what else. Yeah, star. So that's what we're shooting for. We're shooting for star. Star is a really good card. Balance card, purity card, love, compassion. This is more getting into the spirit rather than the earth. Temperance. 2 wonderful, wonderful cards that we're trying to get balance and love and compassion to. This is where we're going to be really focusing in September, guys. Remember, focusing in on facts and truth. That's what's going to get you balanced. And that's going to get you to making these right choices. That's what's going to get you to the point of not ever having to make bad, wrong choices anymore. And you can do it. I mean, we'll all make a mistake every now and then, but wouldn't it be wonderful if you can make the right choices and the right decisions all the time? It can happen, but you got to stop thinking with this and start thinking with your intuition and your spirit. So, yeah, so let's get there. The star is right there. It is right there. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Then we got the Virgo Hermit. Somebody, see, now somebody already knows. Somebody already knows. Who is it out there? Somebody already knows. If you're on and you'll know it, put it in the comments that you already know. You're already watching it. You're already collecting the evidence and the facts that something is going on that shouldn't be going on. You're already doing it. So that's for somebody. Hermit, if you're new, Hermit is actually an overseer, watching over to see what's happening. Hermit is analyzing the whole picture is what they're doing. Yeah, and the Hangman pops out next to tell and look at all the intuition that is happening from all sides. All sides. So this is a good thing because you will see the full picture and you will be able to make a really good choice. All right? But somebody already knows. They're just trying to get the evidence because it's coming up quick. It's coming up. The ending is coming up quick. Now, the ending could be for temporary until that person grows up or changes, or and that will take years. That can't happen. Oh, they changed in a month. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They got you fooled in a month, but they can't change in a month. It just doesn't happen that way. Yeah, somebody's trying to juggle. Somebody's juggling. Juggle, juggle, juggle. Somebody's trying to play the field. So, and in the reverse of this, if you actually turn and you want to focus in on just one thing. And this is what I'm going to say about September for not only Capricorns, but other signs too, is we do need to focus in on one thing. We need to focus in on what's in front of us, what's in the now, what's happening now, because through this retrograde and in through November, you are not going to want to look that far future because it's too changing. Everything is changing so much, so fast that what is now is not going to be in November. And I mean in a retrospect where you're going to get to November and you're like, wow, I never expected this to happen. I really didn't. So that's what it's going to be like in November. You're going to come back. And that's why right now the choices you make and the decisions you make are really imperative. So you really need to make your choices and decisions from your intuition and your heart rather than your head, because that's where your passion is. That's where everything, where your calling is and where you're meant to be. So also sheer spirit is that's your journey. That's where your journey is coming from. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense to anybody out there, but I know that when I transformed my life completely around, and I came out as an empath a year and a half ago, and came out to my family and everybody, they were scared because they're like, oh, you wacko now? No, you knew I was crazy all my life anyway. But no, it was just... they knew that the abilities were there. It's just they were screaming to become full fruition. They were my insides were screaming so hard. Let me be the gift. Let your gifts come out that I created you to be. Divine was just shouting at me, and I was just like, no, I'm too fearful. And then all of a sudden, I let my inhibitions go and say, you know what? I'm going to be who God created me to be. And boom, everything. The awakenings it was just like opening a box and the bats all flew out kind of thing. It was just like it came pouring in like no tomorrow. So I gave God the go to be able to allow my gifts to shine, and I'm blown away at how they are. So that's what I'm talking about right now. Whatever decisions you make in November, you're going to be surprised. So be really mindful this week and through September how you observe everything around you, take it in. Watch what you're doing, watch what you're saying, because remember, when you speak it, it brings it to life. But when you act it, you speak it, and then you act it, then you really bring it to full fruition in life. You planted the seed, and now it's going to grow. So that's why we want to plant positive things, beautiful things, powerful things that have very light vibrations kind of thing. All right. Is there anything else, Divine, that you want me to share with Capricorns today? Okay. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. We don't have hardly... We have 2 Pentacles here, 3 Pentacles. So it's in relation to... in relation to this, again, this luxury. I've got it all. You want it. Come on and get it. Now I'll give it to you if you give me some of this. Does anybody know what that means? You give me this, I'll give you this. Yeah. Too many STDs out there. STIs, whatever you want to call them. All right. All right. Anything else, Divine, that you want me to share with Capricorns today? Okay. So Divine's asking me to pull another oracle. I'm not sure what that means. Apparently there's another message that they want to give. What is it that you want to share? What is it? What is it? My hands. So you guys are the last ones I'm doing today. I hope you guys have a really good... What is it you want to share? You asked me to pull the oracle, so what is it? I'm just not catching it, I guess. Oh, balancing act. It is about. It's going to be a balancing act for you guys. So make sure that you keep everything in consideration. And I can understand why they want me to pull that, because we are actually balancing to get to this point here, to get to balance. So balancing act is definitely about bringing peace back into your life. Also for your mind, spirit, and your body, nutrition and fitness, and your mindset has to be in the right mindset to make good choices. Okay, and whoever is going through this kerfuffle with somebody having multiple partners or several partners, or, you know, when you're in doubt, look at the facts. Just look at the facts and don't believe the words, believe the actions. If you have to follow them, follow them. If you have to make some extra phone calls, make some extra phone calls. If you have to check his phone or her phone, check the phones. You know, just don't be afraid. Anytime somebody gets defensive, it's like they're hiding something. And again, we had the moon twice. Something's being hidden. So really pay attention, because, and if you listen, I cannot believe there was no intuition cards other than the star. Really listen to your intuition for this next week. Get through this week, then we'll focus in on the next week, because September is going to be twisted. Twisted. It's all about communication. So if she's like, what do you mean twisted? Really just be careful and mindful when you're talking to somebody. If there's conflict arising, hey, this is Mars. Mars is going to be a conflict all month. How can I stop this conflict? Even if you have to walk away, agree to disagree, be compassionate. Oh, I thank you. I appreciate your opinion, and walk away, because it's going to happen. It's going to be a kerfuffle kind of month. It's all right. Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this. There's no questions, so I hope you guys have a good rest of the week. Please subscribe, send somebody along, share the channel. Please hit the bell so that you know when I'm on live. Like I said, I'm doing a spiritual, intuitive, and empath growth live. There's a 3-part of a 4-part series already out there. If you subscribe, you can see that on the spiritual growth playlist. So I would love to see you there. But if you subscribe, we're new. I'd love to see us grow, me, myself, and I, and help you, and I have fun doing this anyway. So see you next week on the 14th. Be good and watch out for that retrograde on the 9th. You're going to feel a lot of good energies. Well, not good. You're going to feel a lot of these powerful energies 9th, 10th, 11th, and maybe 12th. Definitely. All right. We'll talk to you soon.